Hi, please join me for this short Qigong practice. It'll get your whole body moving in ways that will relax you and help you feel refreshed and energized. It's an excellent morning practice to start your day or as an afternoon break when you feel it's time to get up and move. The movement is called cloud hands. It's a favorite here at Chicago Tai Chi, and I know you'll like it. So let's begin. So to begin, stand comfortably with your feet more or less under your hips, your knees soft, a little bounce in your knees. Then just lightly lift up your spine right up through the top of your head, establishing a more or less vertical, balanced, relaxed posture. Feel your shoulders and upper back, loosen them up, release and relax, and just feel gravity pull your arms down. Then take a couple nice, soft, deeper breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, on the next breath, feel the top of your head as you inhale, and on the exhale, we'll release down our whole body. So let's try that. Inhale, feel the top of your head. Exhale, release and relax down your head, neck, shoulders, back, belly, pelvis, legs, feet into the ground. One more of those whole body releases. Inhale, feel the top of your head. Exhale, release down your body to your feet, to your hands and fingers. Now we'll begin to move. We'll build up cloud hands by movement component after movement component. So first, shift weight, step out a little, and we'll begin to shift weight from one leg to the other. You can place your hands, palms down here at the hips, shifting weight to one leg, shifting weight to the other. Aiming to keep our torso, neck, and head more or less vertical, and having the weight shift come from the legs and the hips. And as you shift weight from one leg to another, feel the muscles engage on the weighted leg, and then relax as you unweight that leg. Feel the muscles engage, feel them relax, beginning to warm up the big muscles of the legs and hips. Next, we add another lower body movement component, a hip turn. So as you shift weight, turn your hips a little into the weighted leg. Then shift weight, turn your hips, shift weight, turn your hips. Aiming to have the rotation come from the hips and the legs, while the torso, neck, and head just ride along above the hips and legs. And now that you've added rotation, one alignment issue to tune into is the alignment of your knees. So feel your knees, and as you turn your hips, you want to feel the pressure going through your knees more or less even. If you feel the pressure going into one side of the knee or the other, or you feel some twisting going into your knees, you don't want that. And just turn your hips less for now. You can also fold into this part of the body as you turn your hips. The Chinese call this the qua. And if you fold into the qua as you turn your hips, that'll help you keep your knees aligned. Shift weight, turn your hips. Shift weight, turn your hips. Shift weight, turn hips. Shift weight, turn hips. Next, let's add the arms. So come on this side with me. So this hand, as we shift weight, is going to rise and turn over. So on this side, I'm more or less looking at my palm, and on the weighted side, the palm is still down. Now, as I shift weight and turn my hips, the hand that's up goes down, the hand that's down goes up until I get to the position on this side. And then I repeat, shift weight, turn hips, one hand down, one hand up. Shift weight, turn hips, one hand down, one hand up. Shift weight, turn hips, one hand down, one hand up. Shift weight, turn hips, one hand down, one hand up. Now follow me. I'd like to come to the center point. So this is a point you pass through, and this will help you coordinate these movements. So right here, I'm even weighted, hips straight ahead, And the hands are more or less at a symmetrical position, somewhere at the level of your diaphragm. And you've got this nice, relaxed, circular shape. Now, as I shift weight in this direction, follow me. This hand's going to go down. The other hand's going to go up, and they're going to travel about the same distance. And then you shift weight, turn your hips, passing through this center point again. One hand down, one hand up. Shift weight, turn hips. One hand down, one hand up. Shift weight, turn hips. One hand down, one hand up. And these are the basic movement components. Now we can explore some opportunities to make this movement increasingly connected, coordinated, whole body movement. So for starters, you want to coordinate the weight shift in the hip turn so they begin and end at about the same time. Shift weight, turn hips. Shift weight, turn hips. Next, you want to coordinate the weight shift and the movement of the arms. So as you shift weight, the descending hand reaches the side of the hip just as about you finish the weight shift. Then you change directions. The other descending hand reaches the hip as soon as you end the weight shift, connecting the top and the bottom parts of the body. One other coordination item. So we have this rotation in the hip joints and rotation in the shoulder joints. And you can coordinate that so that the rotation in the hip joints and the rotation in the shoulder joints begin and end at the same time in each repetition. And as you get that coordination together, you may feel that you're moving your whole body as an increasingly connected unit. And that's the idea in cloud hands. And one other detail to note, feel your shoulders, and you want to keep your shoulders more or less relaxed and soft. Rather than pushing the arm up and out with the shoulder, just let the hand rise to somewhere around the throat or the face level without pushing it up, straining from the shoulders. And by keeping the shoulders relaxed, this movement's going to stretch your back. You can begin to feel that stretch, light stretch, as the arm comes up, and then you release the stretch as the arm goes down. And then the other side of the back gets lightly stretched. Now feel your hands and wrists. Ideally, they're relaxed and soft. That's why they call it cloud hands. All right, let's add one more piece. And this comes from our initial standing practice. So come to the side with me. And now feel the top of your head. Inhale. And on the exhale, release down your body into the leg where you're shifting weight. And then repeat from the top of your head, release down into the other leg. And have this movement, the weight shift and the hand descending, help you send a wave of relaxation down one side, then the other. Release down one side, release down the other. Very nice. Two more. So now bring your foot in. Just stand for a moment. 2 more downward releases. Feel the top of your head and inhale. Exhale, release down. One more to conclude our practice. Inhale, feel the top of your head. Exhale, release down your whole body. Thanks so much for joining me for Cloud Hands.